remember, I'll never forget this. One of the first car shows I was out there petitioning with them with, I see all these cars coming down the hill, and they're all different colors, and I look at the back window, and it was actually Freaks of Nature back there. And I was like, man, I like this.
Wake, Fort Worth, Texas, and my husband is in No Regrets, so that's what club I'm affiliated with.
She might as well be in it too, but Rob Wake, Fort Worth, Texas, No Regrets, Texas, No Regrets Worldwide, No Regrets period. That's me right there.
Well, together we've known each other for 18 years.
Yeah.
And we've been married 6.5.
Yeah.
6.5 years. Yeah.
Be 7 in November.
Mm-hmm. No kids
No
together.
kids together.
No, but Rob does have.
But got a grown-ass girl that's in college. Second year of college starting out in Georgia State, so.
We met at my job when I was 18 on base because we both are military brats.
In Alaska.
In Alaska.
That's
oh,
the
yeah.
kicker right there.
Yeah.
She's missing the big part.
Oh yeah, Alaska.
Yeah. Anchorage, Alaska is where we met. At the PX. Well, she got to say the PX. She's missing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. What was he doing? About to get something to eat or? This is 18 years ago or so. So yeah, a little foggy, but.
No social media involved. But it's fine.
Yeah, well, I brought her into this, so she has no choice. But yeah, she's always been kind of into it, but I'm pushing her to, be into it as much as I am. But, well, I always like custom things, so.
Shiny and pretty.
Well, yeah, I'm a pretty boy, so I gotta have everything
colorful.
shiny.
Colorful.
That came later on.
Okay.
But yeah, that too.
Well, and you always liked, you like systems. You were more into the audio part of it.
I kind of, I'm glad you said that. I kind of started out in the SBL Alaska part first. Every car I had always had some kind of system, and it was always system first and then built behind that. So I always, have some beat up ass cars, but it had enough speakers in it to satisfy me and everybody else. And this is in Alaska at the time too, so it's not really everybody knows what's going on, but I was always into, things like that, and I built up a reputation in Alaska over, stuff like that. I always having custom car, custom everything. That's what I was known for. Actually, my first car was a Cadillac Cimarron. We moved from Colorado Springs to Anchorage, Alaska, and that's what we drove up there. So it was all beat up, but it was good to me, and it was a hand-me-down. So of course, I'm gonna take that. So I ended up putting reverse hammers on it and putting house speakers in it and everything, and it worked out in the long run. But now that I think about it, yeah, it was not a good move. But I ended up having a Dodge Neon, like brand new but basic, and I ended up putting spokes on that system in that, and
it was the ugliest car ever.
I loved that car too. Then from there I had a Toyota Matrix when they first came out. And I was kind of evolving then. I had TVs all in it, rims, and by this time, I still didn't know anything about back vehicles because I'm in Alaska at the time. They didn't have that up there. So it was just all about TVs and speakers for me. And man, I beat that damn thing up, but it was cool as hell. Bought it brand new off the lot too. And I actually ended up getting repossessed. I'm so much putting stuff in it, not paying the damn bill, yeah, they come snatch your shit up. I realized that the hard way, so that was the end of that. From that, my last one before the Blazer was a GL Tracker. And man, I put, 22s on that, TVs all in that, and this is the time I've evolved from moving from Alaska to Vegas. That's when I started getting introduced to the bag vehicles and stuff. I remember I was trying to petition with a club, Simply Choice back in the day. And I'm still cool with all of them because they're all Vegas bound, base and everything. And every time I go back, we still kicking and everything. But I remember, I'll never forget this. One of the first car shows I was out there petitioning with them with, I see all these cars coming down the hill, and they're all different colors, and I look at the back window, and it was actually Freaks of Nature back there. And I was like, man, I like this. And that's all Fat Jap and Shannon and all them, and Samantha at the time. I used to kick it with them all the time too, because everybody in Vegas was just cool. Even though we was all in different clubs, we all kicked it with each other, But I knew, I seen everybody in Freaks, so I was like, man, I could never fit in with Freaks because I'm a pretty boy. And Freaks, Freaks is cool, but they're freaks for a reason. But I was cool as hell with them. So I knew I couldn't run with them. So we went to Forbidden, I forgot which year it was. I want to say 2009 or something like that. And I walk in, and the first truck I see is Munchie's Bourbon. It's a body bourbon, and I see the logo on the back with the no regrets. And I was like, you know, and it was plenty. It was all of them were out there, and they all had that same logo. And I was like, wow, this is cool. This is what I want to do. So that following year, I ended up. We always do the anniversary in Vegas around the first week in June or whatnot. We'll do the anniversary there. So that year, it was the 10-year anniversary. I ended up going to that. And the rest is history. Here I am. So, because we didn't have a chapter in Vegas at the time. So it was me and my homeboy, Donnie. We was trying to, and actually my other boy named Jeremy too, who I really don't talk to now, who's actually in Freaks, come to think. He actually runs Seattle. So yeah, us three was gonna start the chapter out there. And it was, you know, all our vehicles were kind of up to par except for his. So he started getting a little down and out about it. And then he eventually parted ways and whatnot. So it's just me and Donnie. I actually ended up moving from Vegas to Texas amidst like halfway through. So I brought my petitioning over here to Texas and met all the guys here.
Tex Mex.
Oh, that's right.
Tex Mex.
Damn, that was the last year they had
The last one
Tex
that they
Mex.
had before the
comeback.
yeah. So I don't even know what year. 2010. Did we have a tent?
We had a tent. I do remember that. We was in a tent. No vehicle at the time, just, you know, fresh moved here. So we was just trying to meet all the guys. And
from No Regrets. It was the first time even him met some of the No Regrets Texas people, or just anybody really, for the first time. So it was cool. I mean, the atmosphere was cool. They were all laid back, you know. I don't really know what I was expecting, but it was cool.
Expect
like,
unexpected.
You know, it's probably the only time I'd get him to do stuff like camping, because, you know, he wouldn't just go camping. So
then I
that
do
was
it now.
cool, but we were very
in a camper.
we were very unprepared for it, you know. So he's not very detail oriented when it comes to stuff. So, you know, I wasn't like involved in all the planning. So it's like, oh, we need a tent, we need this, we need that. Cool. Yeah, we were very unprepared, but
it worked out though, right?
It worked out. It was
had
fun.
a damn good time.
Yeah.
Well, this Ranger is out of Detroit. When I got it, it was a sunset orange that it is now, and it had Panther wheels on it, and that's about it. I knew once I got a vehicle with a good base on it that I wanted to go all out on it. So that was a good canvas for me to start with right there. Not too many people knew about the truck, and it was out of state, and it's a big deal here in Texas because everybody knows everybody's truck. So I wanted to start fresh with something that nobody's really seen. And then it was a Ranger, you know. A lot of people, well, now it's kind of different, but at the time, nobody's really messing with Rangers, you know. Suspension was fully done, already bodied. I had like I said, the sunset orange paint, which wasn't too bad. It was showing its age, because I had the roll paint all falling off and everything from being dragged all over the damn place. So I knew I wanted, you know, a nice paint job on it. And one of my members, Russell Penny, he's actually the one that painted this truck. I remember the first show we took it to was Cam and Drag, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
So it was fresh out of the booth, man. And we drove it all the way to Cam and Drag. It was crazy, but we ended up getting there, and that was his debut shoot and show right there. And I want to say finished, but nah, I mean, you know us. We always want to do things to it. I'm close. But when I'm close, I got big things that I got to do to it to be close. So you're almost there, but what you need done is what the big money things, you know. So you're not almost there. It's like, yeah, but money gets poured into this, and then life happens, and then money goes into this. So that's been the process so far. But we've talked, and you know, if we do anything else, it'll be old school build. We're gonna go with her direction. So, well, being that everything I do is no regrets, I'd say it changed. Well, I mean, it's kind of always been like that. It didn't change it for like the worst or anything like that. It's kind of like a big hobby that we both enjoy. But I guess it has changed my life, you know, because I meet a lot of people through the scene and everything, you know. I know, like, even through Facebook, it's crazy because I got all these friend requests from all these people I don't know, but we all got one thing in common, you know. Yeah. So, when I hit these shows up, I end up meeting all these people that I've never known, but I've known on Facebook, you know. So as far as friends-wise and just being in the scene, it's changed my life a lot, you know. A lot of good friends doing
There is a lot of people, and a lot of good people. Like, we've just met some really, really good people through the whole scene. So people that are just like strangers one day become friends and then family. Like, there's probably nobody that we've met that wouldn't like offer to help with something or be there for us. So
that's regardless of any club, you know, it's always been like that.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, like, yeah, like all the people we know in Fort Worth, like, I mean, it's just a really close community, you know. I mean, of course, unless there's drama and stuff, but we've never really dealt with any of that, so.
Drama free.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm always looking at everybody's, you know, vehicles and all that, and I'm like, wow, that would look good on a Circus, you know. That would look good on a Circus. So I'd say it's an addiction, but I don't let it really get to me because she keeps me grounded a lot on that.
Well, I mean, as far as spending the money and putting, you know, stuff into a vehicle, you know, I feel like there's some people that have that opportunity to do it. There's some people where it really is just a hobby, you know, it's something that, you know, you can't put all your money into, but you still love it, and that's kind of where he's at. But I do think that, like, if something's wrong with the truck and he can't drive it or he hasn't been to show in a really long time, he gets super depressed.
Get that itch.
Super.
I gotta get out of it. I gotta do it. Yeah, you got. It's been a minute.
Like, well, you know, it's like, well, find, you know, save your pennies and, you know, get it fixed, or, you know.
Well, usually when that happens, that's when I want to put something else on the truck too. So just butting heads on that. But we always come to a happy medium, and she always had majority rule actually. So. Yeah. Gotta keep her happy.
It would definitely be his, like, top priority all the time, but, you know.
I don't need to eat. Throw something else on the Circus, be good.
His whole, like, mood changes, like, when he's, you know, at a show or driving the truck. So it's like, you know, it's his, like, therapy almost. So it's like when the truck is down, I get it, you know, so. And now that the weather's nice and stuff, you know, hopefully even just to go for a drive or something, I know that that's what, you know, he needs sometimes. So.
But I don't do it.
He doesn't, but he needs to.
Everybody that's seen this knows that the Circus stays in the garage a lot. It don't come out a lot.
It doesn't, but
when it does, you know, I'm working on that. I got a buddy that's I'm petitioning. He gets me out of the house a lot too. Yeah. This year I've been out more than I've been the last couple years, so you need people to push you like that. He's getting me out there. Shout out to Wayne. You got it, so.
Thank you, Wayne. Keep it up.
I mean, no regrets worldwide, no regrets Texas. It's always been that, and it's always going to be that, you know. So that's my shout out right there. You know, Chuck, he's my president down in Houston, and we're like this, you know. We talk a lot, and well, we used to talk a lot. It's off and on now. You know, he's getting all these things together because that flood really hit him down there. So, but that's my guy right there, you know. Anything I need, I'll go through him, and of course, got to shout out Ernie, you know, because without him, there'd be none of this. That's my guy too, so. After you like this video, please like and subscribe to BuiltToCruise. I was the shit, so I'll take it. And now I had that car through high school. You just admitted that on camera. Well, okay. What are those social sites through, what, Black Planet or something like that? Why was you on Black Planet? Yeah, okay. Oh, the things that come out of his mouth. Get it back. Woo! See, oh my God. I can redo that again because, wait, what? I need a shot. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're not kidding. You probably do need one.